Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of aquaponics on the cheap. You see all the new growth on my capsicums starting to wilt here. I got, in my last video, this tub here, the second one was overflowing. What the hell? I went out and bought some expensive 18-inch hosing and put an overflow on this tub, the same as I have on that tub. The barrel has been staying fairly well in its own rate. However, I'm still having issues with these buckets overflowing. That's really bad lighting there. I ordered all the steel today for these two fish tanks to have their stand made. That's interesting. I got a massive increase just that second. I can hear it. And the amount of water, I should say, flowing into that bucket. I would have thought that would have been a fairly steady stream. It's annoying. Just get these things untangled here. On my to-do list next, make a proper wiring setup, because this is just very dodgy. That air pump will be running off that inverter there. So part of my problem has been that these submergent filters I have been running as submerged filters, not emerged. They've been completely underwater, which basically means they don't work properly. As a result, when I've been doing nitrogen tests, that's interesting. I've got some sort of grit on the bottom, and that's completely unblocked at the bottom of that bucket there. There's no reason for that. I had to just release all the pressure from the buckets because the buckets were overflowing a second ago. Anyway, so I got some Jap foam, filter foam, which I'm just going to add to there. That should give more surface area for bacteria. Oh wow, that increased the output out here when I put that lid on. 100 times out of that. And that one is running where to? Quite probably to the bucket I just closed the lid on, and I haven't sealed that lid properly, but for some mysterious unknown reason that is still overflowing. So I just had to emergency flip open all the taps here and drain that really quickly. But now each bucket has its own separate drain, not just running into this main line. And I've temporarily just hooked that without a pipe here. I figure any heavy matter will come out of here and fall through and go into the filter there, so that'll take it out anyway. And I'm putting each bucket individually to the ends of the gravel beds so that more water can pass through the gravel beds, get more contact with the gravel and the grow beds, and that should give better nitrification. Because I've been having real problems with ammonia not going away. So I got this ammonia test kit here. I've been gradually using up the strips, and it's been at about 5 for the past, wrong side of the camera. It's been at about 5 for the past couple of weeks. I haven't tested in about a fortnight. I found I had a few fish die, and I guarantee I'm certain that's ammonia. So, just wait the prerequisite 1 minute. And I'm under decent lighting. Oh, don't drop it. Contaminate the damn thing, that's why they got covers on them. Well, It's higher than 3. There we go. It's higher than 3. It's still up there. It's still around 6. If anything, the ammonia's gone up. So I still haven't got a nitrification cycle. These are supposed to be emerge type filters where the water just falls through and goes off to the rest of the system. And as it's just proven, this bucket just filled up. I don't know why. And now the lid won't go on. It's not a high pressure system. There's plenty of drainage. There's one inlet, 3 individual outlets. One would think that this would have easily enough drainage to simply empty itself out. I've got wet insulation rock wool here, because that's not the case at all. Not very easy to seal either. Yeah, these buckets I'm not very happy with. I still think I might ultimately end up replacing them. I thought, you know, I could get away with a cheaper option of maybe letting them drain by themselves with more drainage and they wouldn't build up so much pressure and wouldn't have the issue, but they still seem to leak. They're not as reliable as I'd want them to be. And you can see how cloudy the water is there. I don't know if that's... And I've got snail shells floating. I mean, it's killing the frickin' snails. And snails are extremely hardy. Going on with my second solar bulb bottle there. I'm going to put beside it in that section there. This little diffuser turned up from eBay for my little homemade LED light. I got some thermal transfer, thermal adhesive. I'm going to stick a grow chip to that, stick the diffuser over the top, and that should be fine. Finally got all the things for the gutter to put the gutter back on so I get some proper drainage. Got these grow spotlights too. These are actually grow lights in there. 300 watt heater. Soon to be heating these big 2 tanks. Or the barrel, depending on whether it's the temperature that's the issue with the pH cycle. I'll try it at first with its the temperature to see if it's just the temperature that's the issue. I'm not sure. Yeah, these capsicums, that's dying off or dead. That's this whole stalk here, by the look of it's gone. Well, it's still fairly well rooted. Another thing I forgot to mention in my previous video, this is the second garlic I haven't pulled up. Garlic is a root vegetable. Hence, you know, one would think getting all the nutrients it wants. Anything in aquaponics has a small root mass and small root system. That garlic's been in for just about a year. Wow, hooray, look at these 3 tiny garlic stalks. Now, I've learned that root vegetables, and anything you put in aquaponics, gets all the nutrients and water it could ever possibly want. So it won't put out a big root supply, and being a root vegetable, it won't put out a big tuber. So I'm going to experiment again with carrots and other root vegetables with a tiny amount of nutrient water running through a self-watering pot idea. But yeah, this garlic is, for all that growing I've got, after 1 year I've got what? That? Roughly a year, I don't know how long I've been doing these, but these have just been disappointing. I wanted to save this one to pull out before for when I was filming another video, but that's gone. Also got another battery that was just basically handed to me. It's a 12 amp hour battery for about 20 bucks. So quite happy about that, but It's not going to be one of these things most people can find on the cheap, unfortunately. And it's still running aggressively. Is this side even getting any water now? No. And I really do want that side to get water quite badly, so I have no choice but to adjust that down and pray that the buckets don't overflow. That taps on halfway. Anyway guys, the video's getting too long as it is. As I said, this will go up. Many more grow lights going on in here. Big tank stands. Tanks will all be here soon. All this crud will be cleaned up. And hopefully I got better news for you on my nitrogen cycle and all the sumps and all that sort of thing. It's better now, it's getting a little bit of water. That's too much there. Because otherwise I got nothing but bad news. Alright guys. Bye everyone.